Hello everyone. Today I'm very excited because we are going to a pre-sale presentation for two towers that are coming in early 2025, and they're going to start the pre-sale next month. So today is the presentation for that pre-sale. These towers are in Langley, and I always try to hunt down these kind of deals where my clients and myself can get our hands onto properties that have more potential to appreciate. But a little bit about these towers. So these towers are in Langley. They're coming in Langley. It's a big housing project that's going on there. It's a kind of a village that they're developing there with lots of other kind of homes as well, townhomes and detached homes, apartments. And these towers, these are the, as far as I know, the first high-rise in Langley. So there would be a lot of demand for these units in those towers. So for those who don't know about Langley, Langley is kind of a hub between all the residential areas of Abbotsford, Chilliwack and Mission, and it connects all those areas with the commercial and business side of the Lower Mainland, that is more towards Surrey and Greater Vancouver, including Burnaby, Richmond, Coquitlam and New Westminster. So Langley is kind of in the middle of those residential and the commercial areas of the Lower Mainland. It connects all the people who lives in Abbotsford, Chilliwack and Mission side, and there's a big exchange as well, the transit exchange, where people comes from all those cities and then commute to their work. So to cut their commute, people prefer to live as close to their work as they can, because it's not fun to get stuck in the traffic and spend hours commuting to your work and back home. So that's why people try to live as close to their work as they can. And Langley is kind of it's a partial business, partial residential city. So most people try to settle down in there so they can be as close to their work as they can. That's why it's kind of a preferred choice for people to live in who work in towards the Greater Vancouver area. So I expect the demand for these towers to be quite high, but we'll see when we go there, like how the response is, and I'll update you when I reach there, and what's the deal there, and what are the plans, and any other update about those towers, and we'll meet you there. just came out of the pre-sale display center, and so now we're going back to home, and I'll give you guys the rest of the update after I go home. So I'll give you the detailed review of what happened in there, and what's the deal with those towers. So see you at home. Okay. Hey guys, so I'm back from the presentation now. I'm back home. So uh, we have seen the whole presentation. I mean, it was really nice, the way they presented the whole project, and the way they presented, they used the latest technology, to portray the units, like how the actual building would look like. They also had a full-fledged building model. There are two towers that they are going to construct. One is the North Tower that they'll start constructing first, and then later on they'll construct another tower. But right now, I mean, the whole focus was on just the one tower. So there was two model units as well that I showed you earlier in the video. So though, I mean, there are a few different other floor plans as well, but in that presentation center they had only two model units. One was 1 bedroom and a 2 bedroom. But from that, I mean, you can get an idea what kind of like what would be the quality and the layout of other units as well. I mean, we had the whole all the floor plans though, so you can look at the floor plans and see what the units are like, how they are laid out. And I want to talk a little about the pre-sales. So the pre-sales are a really good tool for the investors to make a good return on their investment, because in a pre-sale, for example, if we take the example of this project, I mean, they are taking the bookings now. The bookings would start next week, and the towers are expected to be completed by the end of 2025, so almost 4 years from now. So by investing like 15-20% of the whole amount, you can imagine like how much the units would appreciate in 4 years. So even if you assign the sale before you take the possession, I mean, still it's a good return on your investment. So that's why, I mean, as you have seen earlier in the video, like there was so many people in there. Like it took us almost about 4 hours to get into that presentation center. I mean, that's how long we stood in the line to get the presentation and to register ourselves. So yeah, I mean, the response was really great. So I think the units will be booked in maybe the first few hours of the opening of the sale, and they won't last long, just because like many people know about the value of the pre-sale and how much the return on investment is in these pre-sales. So it's a good tool for investors to get good return. I mean, I personally try to focus on as many pre-sales as I can. I'm very excited to book few units. I mean, if I can get my hands on to those for my clients, but because there would be a lot of competition on the day of sale. So let's see, I mean, what happened on that day. But whenever I can, I try to advise my clients to invest in pre-sales. Obviously there are other investment opportunities available as well, but pre-sales are a favorite of the investors. If you have any questions about the pre-sales and like how the whole process work, you can just let me know, and I'll try to answer all your questions. This could be a good informative video if you are planning to invest in pre-sale opportunities anytime in the future. But anyways, I mean, any questions or any suggestions, doubts, you can just let me know, and I'll try to answer your questions to the best of my knowledge. That's it for this video. Just wanted to give you guys a preview of how the pre-sale work and what happens there. But I'll see you in my next video with another topic, and we'll talk about something else. Until then, goodbye.